everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk Live. It's that time of year. The leaves will start to change and soon fall. Summer clothes will get packed away. And the smell of autumn will fill the air. But our next guest says there are some other things to be on the lookout for this fall that have to do with your finances. Larry Spoth is a financial advisor and the owner of Retirement Protection Solutions. He is here every single week, and for a good reason, to educate all of us on finance and retirement planning. So let's begin. You say there are 3 things to be on the lookout for this fall. What's the first?
Well, I would say the first thing is probably the Fed's funds rate, right? So we know they're at a quarter, almost zero.
Wow.
And they keep threatening to raise the rate, and every time they do, the markets get a little volatile. So what we're really looking for is, I mean, we all know the market's at a peak. It's very, very high right now. And if you look at it, corporate profits are down, corporate revenue is down, GDP is down, yet the stock market is super high, very, very high level. So what do we kind of look at? We're looking for a dip. We're looking for a correction. We're looking for a downward trending market. So if that's the case, what we try to teach people on your show or people that come in is what is an actively managed tactical portfolio? Because that type of portfolio will automatically pivot when the market changes. We're not talking about day-to-day volatility.
Right.
But if the market is generally high and we're looking at a correction down, wouldn't you want your portfolio to change based on that information? So if we know the market's going to move down, we'll get defensive automatically in your portfolio. You see, most of America has a passive portfolio, and they've been taught diversification is the solution. And it is important, but it's not the solution. That old school passive portfolio, in my mind, is dead, and it's a recipe for disaster, especially in this type of market.
All right, what's second on your list of things to look for?
Well, as we know, there's an election coming up, right? We don't know who's going to win, and we're not going to pick our favorites here today.
Right.
But we know on every presidential election, extreme volatility will creep into the market because the market becomes unsure of who's going to do what, what's going to happen, tax rates, all these different things. Nobody knows, so it becomes very volatile. So once again, you want to get in an actively managed tactical portfolio, not to manage the day-to-day volatility, but to watch out for those big swings. Either upward or downward, we want to participate in the upside, but not the downside.
I'm seeing a common theme here, which is be prepared a little bit. What's number 3 on the list?
Well, you know, that whole ball of wax coming in, back to a falling market, right? So our theme was the fall, right? We love those beautiful colors falling down, other than the raking part.
Right.
We don't want our portfolios to fall. We recognize the markets will move down. We all know that. That happens all the time. But if we know that's going to happen, why not do something about it? Why just sit there and take it like a man or a woman, right? Why take it? You don't have to.
Right.
If you move into one of these type of portfolios, I mean, what you're really looking for is better gains with less risk. That's our goal, right? Everybody would raise their hands and say that. And so that's what these types of portfolios do. When we take that whole type of portfolio thought process and we move it into your retirement income plan for your overall longevity all the way through, we like to say age 95, that's what we have to have. We can't afford to lose a bunch of money or not react to the markets as they change.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. If you've been listening to Larry talk here, those are 3 really important things. Again, that common theme of be prepared. Now is maybe the time, with fall right here, to check in on your retirement portfolio. And Larry can help you out. If you've never worked with a retirement planner and you're approaching that time in your life, call right now a complimentary one-on-one portfolio review so you can sleep better tonight knowing that you're on the right track. And maybe that's what Larry's going to tell you. You got everything figured out. But if you don't, he's going to be able to adjust it a little bit for you. Larry will sit down with you and go through with a unique situation and circumstances and be able to determine if you are on the right track. Here's the number to call: 1-800-611-1952. That's 1-800-611-1952. But what you're going to want to do is call right now, because there's a limited amount of those spots open for Let's Talk Live viewers. So if you think you want to do this, do it now. Don't wait to make that call.
That's right. We are busy, and that's a great thing. We love it. But for your show, we're going to do these portfolio reviews at no cost. Normally, if we do a portfolio review, it's an $800 cost. If we add in the retirement income plan, it's $1,500. That's just the cost of spending hours and hours and hours on your portfolio. But with Let's Talk Live and Kid,
Awesome.
We waive the cost.
Sleep better tonight knowing that you have the right retirement plan in place. 1-800-611-1952. Larry will help you out. You can also go to his website as well. The first 10 callers are going to be able to take advantage of this. The website is testyourinvestment.com. But make that call. Don't wait. Larry, always great to see you, and thank you so much for the important information.
A pleasure.
More of Let's Talk Live right after the break.